Um, yeah. Okay. I think it actually went live this time. I'm about to walk away and just go flip my computer out the window and say forget streaming today. Okay, no, wait, it's actually showing live everywhere. Okay, we're live. We're actually live. Hey, I fought through the tech problems and we won. Now I just gotta get my chats up on my second monitor so I can see everything, which will probably also not go well, but for now, I'm just praying nothing breaks on me. Okay. Hey, Donringer. Hey, Dinwit. Dude, guys, I'm already having crazy tech problems. Okay, so I downloaded the app and I'm trying to split my streams right now. So at the moment, I should be, again, everything's breaking on me. I know you guys weren't here for it, but I should be streaming to both TikTok and YouTube vertically, and then on Kick horizontally, and in theory Twitch as well, but I'm not live on Twitch. So I think, you know what I need to do? I need to get my phone so I can view my own stream and make sure it's working. One sec, I get my phone. I'll be right back real quick. Okay, well, I appreciate Dawn able to relay info to me because my phone is dead. I guess I forgot to charge it last night. So that was plugged in charging. Wahoo! Okay. I'll get turn off stream remote because I'm not playing on a public server. Okay, so I got contacted by Forge last night, and he was like, yo, we should do a wipe sometime and do some sort of water-based thing, be pirates and shit. I can't say I'm looking to super jump into a wipe like that, but it got me thinking. I know how to build a couple of silly bases. And inventory to give wood. But I only know how to build like basic bases, like a rib shed, or I gotta re-educate myself on how to make the tugboat bunker. I think it's like 7x12, but it's gotta be like 2 stories deep or something. I don't remember. Point is, 4G wanted to possibly do something, and I want to be prepped and ready if we decide to do something. So here we are. Now I need a few items here. So the gate is interesting because you need a gate for a rib. There is no possible way to fit a rib underneath like a garage door, double door, anything like that. So when you're building something for a rib, you're gonna need, you're gonna need a stone gate. I think wood gate works too, and you upgrade it later, but it got me thinking. This is the basic footprint for a little rib shack. You get rid of the squares in the middle, you put the gate down. But like I was talking about a lot on my previous stream, this is what I do because this is what I was taught to do. Who's to say we can't like expand this or do this differently? And oh, this is too low in the water anyways. The water is not gonna prevent me from building. anyway, sorry, my point is, like, who's to say we can't, like, why is the rib base either not an expansion of a main base, or alternatively, why is it not larger and supporting doing more things? Kind of like, I'm thinking like a furnace base in terms of logic here. So let's say like we didn't want to build a 2x2. Kind of like when people start their wipes and they build like a furnace base. Kind of looking how I'm looking like a boat shed rib base. Problem is you won't get access to a gate early on. So it's something you could build, but you wouldn't be able to rely on for a while. And so I'm looking at these side corridors here thinking like, why couldn't this be part of a base? Like this is honeycomb for the rib shack, but who's to say we couldn't say like do this? And now we've got like 3x1. I'm not even saying this would be like great to live in, but this could be your starter that expands into the rib shack later or something, you know? So that's, I think that's my goal this morning, is to play around and see what kind of unique structures we can play around with. So I guess what I'll do, I'll get rid of this. I'm going to build a regular rib boat base. And that will be our frame of reference for doing everything, so that everyone can see what it would like, quote unquote, normally look like. Now, I don't think there's an order you have to build regarding placing the gate first. I like having the gate first personally just to measure, because it sucks to build all this structure and then realize like, oh, whoops, like I didn't leave enough space for the gate or something. Hi, Don on TikTok. Okay, so let's just go ahead and quick upgrade all this stone. First issue is this may be a little too deep. I'm gonna have to put like a ladder or something on the side, but blocked by floor. Ruh-roh. That shouldn't be the case. Still blocked by floor. How far out do I gotta be to not be blocked by floor? Okay, can't build a moving. So that's blocked by floor. Wait. Oh, it's the rooftop. I forgot. With a rib base, you have to do the roof after. Yeah. Just gonna put a little ladder here because I'm already sick of jumping in and out. Yeah, that part was on last. So that also means the TC up here would not be practical either. Realistically, TC is gonna have to go back here or something. All right, now I should be able to put the gate in. Yeah. Gate physics are a little weird with ever since they changed it, but that looks okay to me. Now we can have the roofing in. I don't know why the conditional for building roofs is like that in Rust. If anything, it's a little annoying that that's the case. Okay, but yeah, so this is your very basic rib shack. I'm gonna spawn a rib real quick. Grab it in here. I should give myself a bunch of low grade before I do that, because I'll probably be doing a lot of stuff today with this. Boats. Whoa! Whoa, it's bouncing. Do these come with low grade if you spawn them in? They do not. Oh, I forgot I'm still in Vanish. Like, why did I just jump out like that? So yeah, I mean, when you've got a rib, it takes up a lot of space. It's a 2x3 section worth of space. Like, it's a bigger boat. To give you context, you can fit like probably 6 or 7 small boats in here if you rammed them in the right way. Not that you need to or anything, but anyway, so that's, oh yeah, we'll put some windows on and whatnot. A couple of doors. Okay, so frame of reference, this is your default thing. Right away, before even editing anything, the first thing I noticed is like, I wonder, can you put planters up here? I know you can't build a wall here because of this, but you can build like a fake wall around it and like pseudo protect the planters, you know? Like, hang on. Let's see what I mean in a sec. I guess that's just gonna be a gap there, huh? Also, these aren't supposed to be squares. Whoops. You know, the gap there's not crazy, and like, yeah, someone could maybe pull up on a boat and start shooting at some of your shit, but like, you could put 6 planters here pretty comfortably, and then still have like some fridge storage on the side, maybe like a mixing table. So that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like you could do stuff with a rib base, but no one ever looks into it, expands off of it, explores it, you know? By the way, Don, how's it looking on TikTok? Is it looking okay? I genuinely don't know. And I guess too, you know, we could put like a ladder hatch here or something on one of these triangles. Man. Oh, dude, you know, if you want to go real crazy here, you could probably do a mix of triangles and squares for this. I don't like trying to figure out triangle planters, if I'm being honest, but I'm just saying, if you want to keep it small, you're keeping it tight. It's just like a little duo group. You guys don't got anything crazy going on. Like, you could probably fit something a little cute up in here. So you're growing like, I don't know, a couple scrap teas worth of berries or some shit. I don't know. I'm getting the thumbs up emoji. Hell yeah. I don't know how wide lighting needs to be. I have to imagine one light should be able to reach all these planters. We'll test it. Oops. Gave myself a few too many. Yeah, I've kind of avoided the triangle planters other than memes. Not because I think they're bad. It's just like space wise, I feel like the square ones give you so much more value, but like this is where you can fit some other ones in, right? But then the other problem I'm going to run into here is I don't know how we do water for these. So for these ones, it's quite simple. One sprinkler on each side. This will cover the 3 planters you need it to cover. And if anyone doesn't know what I'm doing real quick, if you look below, you can see that sort of white circle. We want that to be hitting all the planters. So on this wall, this looks to me like this should hit all the planters. One sprinkler might be enough. It also very much might not be. We're going to find out. I think as well, you should maybe in theory only need the one purifier. Put 3 pumps into it. Fluid combiner this. Hop on down here, give it a little test see. I don't know, I like the idea of a base being really efficient. It's like if you're gonna build this boat base, which takes up a lot of space, yes, it will literally cost more to add this, but it gives you more value than the cost, and then it's worth it. Like, I think one thing I have learned from a lot of my ocean wipes is you get like, oh man, if you just run the ocean, you get so many fucking sewing kits and tarp and shit. Like, cloth isn't going to be a problem for you the same way it is when you're playing in like the snow or something. I don't know if this can handle 4 sprinklers. So that's going to be kind of part of the test here. Test gen. Wire tool. Sorry, I wrote fire. I need the wire tool. And I should do splitters, but I'm just going to do branches because I want to click less buttons. What do I do? Move that, move that, move that. All right, so let's pretend we got solar panels up here. It should be able to handle 6 to 12 sprinklers. Nice. Then this should do what we want it to do, I think. Blocked by player John Waters of the Coast Guards. Oh yeah, so I guess things went bad after I left last night. I got back around like 8 p.m. Pacific, and Trent and Whip were both offline. So it kind of seems like maybe things did not go so hot after I left. Sometimes it's just how it goes, man. Sometimes it's just how it goes. All right, they're moving water, albeit a bit slow. There we go. Let it fill up for a sec before I turn it on, because then it does the whole cycling thing, and yeah. Anyways, obviously, I'll put this out there. These branches would go inside, not outside. We're just on a PvE server, and who cares, though, for now. Okay, so we'll let these fill up the planters a little bit slowly. And then I'll come back and I'll plant some seeds and see if those lights hit all 6 of the planters. Sorry, 5 of the planters. I know that the middle part's good because we've done this a bajillion times. It's the side planters I don't know if will be good or not. I'm wondering if I just tear these down. Won't that just like improve how much water is going to both? I don't know. We'll just let that cook for a minute. Also, part of this is what I was talking about before too, where it's like, all right, this is just your simple boat base. That's it. You're not expanding, you know, whatever. I feel like though there's a way you could use this. Hey, Bumpany. I feel like we could do more with this though. Like to me, this looks like this could be the side of a base or something you incorporate onto the back side of your base that's facing the water or something like this, for example. I'm not gonna build a whole thing here, but like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this isn't good for a small group like I'm intending, but just to give you an example. If you had like a 3x3, you built into a 5x5. I'm saying this could be like the side that faces the ocean, right? What am I doing? Too big. Hang on. Fuck, actually, this could even work for a 4x4. Wait. Okay, so 2x2 is much more like duo trio friendly. You could, in theory, wait. So this is like a 2x2. Wait a minute. I'm cooking now. See, this is what I love about both. This is when you start to cook. So here's your like 2x2 core, right? Oh, hang on. We're cooking. We're cooking. The foundation's high, so I think you can put a refinery in there. You could. Okay, well, hang on. Let's remove that because I think I have to put the hop up first. And then, well, I guess you could just use the refinery as the hop up as well. I know Repe does that for a lot of his builds. Yeah, let's do that. So the refinery just is the hop up. Okay. Hold on. So you could, in theory, okay, this is where we're talking about, like, this getting interesting. You could, in theory, have yourself a regular old 2x2 inside a 4x4 shell. This is nothing crazy and innovative. This is like every base you've seen hundreds of times over. But like, what's kind of cool is now you've incorporated like the ocean side into your fourth wall setup. So now not only does this work as like honeycomb, really expensive honeycomb for the back of your base, it also gives you that boat garage. I'm telling you guys, there's like so much cool stuff that like everyone views Rust like, oh, it must be this way. It has to be normal like this or whatever. Like there's cool stuff you could do here. This could be where you put a vending machine maybe or something, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there while I'm cooking. Like that because you can bunker it. Hold on. Wait. Oh, I don't think you can bunker this actually. Wait, no, because you would do this way before you had the refinery. Well, no, because you couldn't put it back up. Wait, okay, so if you have the refinery, you can't do a bunker there the way I normally do it. That's fine though. Who cares? You're not really living out here anyways. Which means I would change this to this side so that this could be your hop up. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So there's a few more people here. I guess I could just reiterate what we're doing real quick. There's Bumpany and whoever else. Basically, we're looking at like trying to do something for the water for a potential wipe. And I'm trying to think like, how can you make a base for the water that's not just like a little Pepega 2x1, right? And so part of my idea here is you've got your pretty standard rib base. Like this is, without the roofing above it, this is your rib shack. It's every rib shack everyone's ever built. It's small, it's simple, it's super cheap, and it's just a place to store a boat, right? Maybe you're doing a lot of oil rigs, maybe you're doing some cargoes, whatever the case is. And so I'm trying to think like, how can you expand on this? So I'm gonna take another pass at the rib base and do this differently as well. But for now, we're just exploring. Okay, so now you've got a rib base. How can you make more use out of the rib base? Well, there's a lot of space above it. And for not too many extra walls, you can potentially get like a full-fledged farm going up here. And the thing about Rust is like, look, a lot of you guys, you're never going to want to do farming. I get it. Doing the genetics, it's boring. It's a little complicated. Setting up all the electricity and the water, it's a whole lot of work. I know this. I've done this so many times. So don't trust me. I know what you guys dread about doing shit like this, but the thing is, once you get it set up, it's like an investment in your future. Oh God, I sound like my fucking dad. You're investing in your future, right? So yeah, sure, you might struggle for an hour or whatever it takes you to get this base up, but then you're getting free cloth for the rest of your wipe. You're getting the berries, the teas, the things that you would normally be paying high quality and sulfur for at like Outposts to buy from someone else. Like you get all that for free with even just one small grow room. Hell, 6 planter boxes alone, much less these extra ones on the side. This is enough to supply a duo, no problemo, for a very long time. The only thing I'm mildly concerned about is the way that gate has a little gap there. Somebody could maybe shoot in or grief some boxes or something, but I mean, they'd have to do it from a boat and you'd have to really piss someone off to do it, I guess. I suppose worst comes to worst. Oh, wait. Immediately I'm thinking you just put a pipe thing there. Like a couple splitters and conveyors up, right? So if you're worried about someone like wait, where's the industrial combiner? There we go. So there's no way to cover that hole at all. You can't put like siren lights there. Like people can still shoot through it, grenade through it, but you could, in theory, block it, the view at least, so people aren't like, oh, I see him standing up there picking fucking plants. Go shoot him right now. And this is a big gap to cover. You're gonna need quite a few pipes for it, but I don't know. The logic is there, you know. Damn. This is actually such a wide gap. It'd be very expensive to cover. You need like 4 or 5, maybe. Oh, hey, Kaylin, thank you for the follow over on TikTok, by the way. I don't know. Look, I don't want to do the whole thing right now, but like you guys get the idea, right? You just block out the vision and then get the planter boxes back down, and we'll go into vanish mode and see that. Well, rugs? Rugs might be an option too, actually. I mean, wait. Look at that. Even just that little bit. Like, who cares if they see the planter boxes? Maybe they show that the planter boxes. Who cares? But they can't see you up there, which is what's most important. Like, you don't want them to be able to see you and shooting your feet out while you're doing plants and shit. But rugs might work, Dinwit. You might be cooking. Let me... Where could you place them, though? Like, you'd have to place them before the gate or something, which you can't do. Can I place them on the gate? What the fuck? I didn't open that gate. Why did that open? See, I was just doing a quick little command to see who else is on the server right now, thinking maybe Mike's in admin mode. No one else is on the server right now. It's just me. What the hell? There's a ghost. Guys, it's a fucking ghost. Yeah, I can't see anywhere to place rugs, unfortunately. I guess you can't put them on gates. What the hell? I didn't click to close it either. There's an actual fucking ghost, dude. What the hell? There's a ghost living in my base. I must get through the half wall. I like these kind of little nests for the peaks. I don't know. I enjoy them muchly. Yo, Dimwit, have you been following all the crazy Stranger Things theories that are going on right now, by the way? I still haven't watched the final season, by the way, as I say this. But yeah, I guess the final season was so bad or something that like everybody's super convinced that like there must be like a secret finale still coming. Like there's an 8 episode that's secretly gonna get aired or some shit. Because like the finale was so bad, no one wants to believe it's real. Does that work? That kind of works. I've not really done ramp peaks like this. Let's try it. Fuck yeah. I was going to build a high, but let's play around with it a little bit while we're building, you know? Fuck around a little. Oh, you know what I've seen? Actually, inverse of this. I've seen people do this and it creates a weird little gap above your entrance, which makes it kind of annoying to connect to. You'll see what I mean in a sec. It's not exactly like honeycomb per se. Okay, up. Put out some furnaces. Okay, I've seen this. I've never lived in a base with this. And I already hate this. Can you not actually go through unless it's metal? Oh my god, you actually can't go through unless it's metal. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know if that's good. It makes it more annoying for people to get in. I guess like if you had a single door here, this would really block it off a lot. I don't know how I feel about that. I've seen it in bases that we've raided before. I've not fucked with it much, so I don't know. Oh, hey, Taylor, thank you for sharing the live stream. All right, well, we're gonna just keep fucking around with design a little bit here. I love experimenting with shit, so. A bold new take on ramp peaks. By new take, I mean, it's probably not new. It's probably been done before, but shut up. Shush. New for me. Blocked by John Waters, the Coast Guard. Oh, fuck. Wait, I need to put that back real quick. Put the little 1/3 wall there. Yeah, ramp peaks can be really interesting. This is kind of neat. This creates a really nice like kind of spot you can kind of head glitch almost. Now this one not so much, but it does give you more cover, and it prevents people from being able to ladder up. So I guess there's that. I don't know, the alternative is you just build a half a story higher. Basically, is the alternative. You know what? Let's remove that. Oh. We could do half walls into windows because you get these kind of cool peaks you can use. Downside is that being low means that it has to... Well, shit, we can put a frame here, actually. There you go. Now no one can raid through that window. Hey, if it works, it works. I ain't gonna complain about it. Little ankle biters, put embrasures on. Oh yeah. Whoa, lag. Whoa, giga lag. What is going on? Whoa. Whoa. Oof, I've not felt lag like this in a while. What's happening? Hang on, we'll give it a sec. Maybe I'm going to vanish. Can I fly away? Oh gosh. Oh geez. Okay, well we'll try to let the lag pass for a sec. Yeah, so Dinwit, I gotta tell you about the Stranger Things I've been following. This is a non-spoiler version of what's going on with Stranger Things, just FYI, so spoiler free. But I guess the 5th season was done really poorly. People are pointing out there's like a bunch of editing mistakes and like continuity for characters isn't making sense and blah 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 blah, right? Again, I haven't watched any of it, so I don't know how much of this is like people just whining versus verifiably true, but the general consensus is like the last season was bad. Like, not just that it wasn't good, but it was just straight up bad, right? And so what's kind of funny is people are starting to use these inconsistencies and these problems, and they're seeking out like, oh, actually, what if the Duffer Brothers were actually geniuses and these weren't mistakes, they were like a setup, and we were told that this episode that was the finale, but guys, coming out in like 2 days from now, there's like a secret real finale that's going to reveal the truth behind everything. Like, I genuinely think, from what I've seen, that's not going to be the case. Okay, legs pass. That's not going to be the case. I genuinely don't think that there's a secret finale coming from what little I've seen. But it's crazy to me that I guess their finale was so fucking bad that you've got everybody like clamoring, looking for like crumbs of evidence that there has to be more, because how could the greatest show be so fucking bad at its finale? You know, it's kind of like the logic. And it's really sad, but it's really funny at the same time, you know? So yeah, I guess like it's kind of giving me Rapture vibes a little bit, where like I guess in the next day or two we're gonna either find out that there was some crazy sick big brain long game being played for Stranger Things, or we're just gonna find out everyone's really disappointed and it was exactly as bad as everyone thought it was gonna be. So even though I'm not watching the current season of Stranger Things, I'm very much hooked on waiting to find out which it's gonna be at this point. Okay, so what if we change a couple things here? Like let's remove this, make this an actual wall. And the vending machine's only accessed by a window, which is kind of cool. You can also then close this part off so that nobody's coming to grub your farming and water shit. This is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this. It's a rib/boat base attached to your farm, attached to your regular, most standard, boring 2x2. Like, this is kind of sick. And this is what I like about looking at Rust and building things differently, so you can try and experiment with stuff like this. I'm gonna put upkeep in here. So it doesn't rot away too quick. I've been on many build servers and still haven't learned how to get a water plot. Been wanting to learn to T. Ghost V366. I don't play on a lot of build servers, so unfortunately I don't think I have a lot of advice to offer here. I usually build like where I am right now on this is like my subscriber server. This is where my Twitch and Kick subs can come and play, and a man named Mike Zcom runs it, and it's a very chill place, but it's like real simulation stuff. And I just have admin power, so I can just give myself to build with. And what I really like about it that works well is like when I build a base that I really like, I'll usually just say, hey, any subs you want to have some free boom and rate it? We can test this. Like, here, let me show you. During Twitch Rivals, I built a giant base, right? Pace, was it Rivals? No, it was Pico 1. No, undo, hang on. Base Rivals 1. Okay, I don't think this was the finished version of the base. But we had a base I had to build for Twitch Rivals, right? Yeah, this is not the finished version, but whatever. It's a good example. So this was the base I was designing for Twitch Rivals. And when I was like happy with it, because I couldn't stream it, obviously, I couldn't show people what our big base for Twitch Rivals was going to be. I just pinged some people on Discord. I'm like, yo, is anyone free? You want to come raid this? And I gave them like 100 rockets each and a couple launchers. So they just slammed it. So I could see where like the structural weaknesses were, so to speak, and then work off of changing that and maybe reinforcing this wall and that wall. So I like the sub server a lot more than build servers, because I can interact with people to do stuff like that. And I think other people also just like being able to throw rockets at a base I build. Whoa, it's lagging again. Whoa, I think servers are servers just getting DDoS this morning? What is happening? It's so laggy for no reason. Okay, well, you know what? Since you're here, Ghost, I could talk a little bit about keys, because we were about to go test the planter boxes anyways. So if you have any questions along the way, I know you're currently watching from TikTok. My buddy Dinwit, who you'll often find on Kick and Twitch, is like a farming master, and I have a pretty good grasp on it. But if you've got questions, don't be shy to ask. All right, we're gonna plant a bunch of hemp seeds, and we're not actually trying to get any genetics here, but we can talk about genetics along the way. I just want to make sure that this setup has all the light reaching all the boxes. And the way we do that, we throw these seeds out. Just look at the seeds. And then you see those stats that they give? That basically pertains to it. So the water's low in some of these boxes, but that's fine. The light appears to be reaching them all. So yeah, this setup would work then. 4 sprinklers, 3 lights. That's so cheap. That is so absurdly cheap to set up and run. Huh. Okay. Usually when I build farms, I'm building big farms. Like we're talking big group, big farms. That's kind of neat. How much power does all that need? Is it electric and connected to one battery? So the nice thing about farms, Ghost, I can tell you real quick, is even the really large scale farms are not necessarily like electricity heavy unless you start adding in like a ton of crazy shit. To be honest with you, usually the most expensive thing electricity wise is like your pump system. So because we're using salt water and not fresh water, I need more pumps to supply the purifier. Otherwise it doesn't get enough water to put out like a constant amount of fresh water. So every single one of these pumps is 5 power. This is 5 power. And then each of the lights is 2 power. So right now, all in all, for this very small setup, this would be 15, 20, 22, 24, 26 power. You could maybe cut out one of the pumps and just be okay with like some shitty water supply, but like about 26 power. So that's either 2 small batteries or 1 medium battery. And that's like 2 solar panels. It's pretty chill. You could get this going so easy for so cheap. Alternatively too, if you're playing on a public server that gets like a lot of rain and storm, water catchers are so underrated. A lot of people don't know this, but they buffed water catchers a while back. So right now, when you put a water catcher down, like it gets almost no water. I know on TikTok it's not showing it, but it's like 1 milliliter. It's so slow. It's so bad. However, when it rains and storms and it's got that thunder weather and stuff, these will fill up almost instantly over and over and over again. 5,000 water. And so what you could do in those situations is you just get like a water barrel or 2 ready. Like if you've got, I'm going to say about like 3 water barrels or so. Let's say 3-ish. And you filled all these up. It will probably last you until the next rainstorm. Unless you just get really bad luck. Because sometimes the server weather RNG is like, you just won't get a storm for the longest time. You'll play like 2 games of real time and you won't see a single drop of water. And sometimes that's just how it goes. It's not always going to be like that. In fact, it's very unlikely that it'll be like that. But sometimes it do be like that. But the point is, like, if you don't want to use a bunch of power and you're really stuck, like, low tech, and you don't have, like, a lot of metal fragments and stuff, you could totally get by with water catchers. But it just requires a little bit of luck with the weather. Because the other thing you do, too, it's really nice, is you just, you know, you run to, like, say, the supermarket or launch site, and you get those green crates that can have the water jugs in them. You loot like 5 or 6 water jugs and you can just have those sitting each with 5,000 water as well, just like in a box. Like there's not a lot of water requirement for this is what I'm getting at. Also, the cool thing about genetics. So the genetics in this game are kind of confusing. And when you're doing teas, when you're doing hemp, you know, I think personally, it is beyond acceptable to get what I call good enough seeds. If you're playing solo duo, you don't really have a lot of time to sit in the base and just watch the seeds and sit here watching dedicated to the genetics. Unless your teammates got like AFK and you don't want to play without them type thing. You're just kind of stuck. And like you end up wasting a lot of time. So I think personally, if you can find a seed that has like 4 Ys on it or something, fuck whatever the other 2 are. Like, let's say you find one that's just 4 Ys, or maybe it's 3 Ys and 1 G or something. Like, you can just plant those. It's totally fine. Because the idea is, since you don't have full-time dedication to the farm, you're also not going to be like min-maxing the harvest time either. You're probably going to get here and the plants will have been ripe for like 20 or 30 minutes because you were out there doing a fight at military tunnels, or maybe you were doing oil rig or something. Like, you're not going to be here when they get... So I will just say really quick, for anyone who's like looking to get into farming on this game, there's a lot of obsession with getting like the perfect clone. Getting the perfect clone is so nice because it is objectively the best thing to do. But you have to consider what your time management is going to be like in a wipe. If you're playing like a roleplay server, PvE server, it's chill. You got no worries, man. Yeah, spend all day doing genetics. It's actually fun to do as well when you're not like in a rush. I enjoy the farming aspect of this game a lot. I have about 8,000 hours, just to put context out there. And I would say I enjoy doing building and farming more than I do PvP, personally. But the alternative really is you just get what I just described as like a good enough clone, plant it a few times. Maybe you spend like 8 hours just harvesting bad plants. But like eventually someone on the server is probably going to be selling a clone, you know? And who can, at that point, oh yeah, go buy it for 600 sulfur. You just clone it over and over. Then boom, there you go. Now you got to play the game all day. You didn't have to waste a bunch of time in the farm doing genetics, like this, that, and the other. Now, if you're really, really like sweaty, like I am in the wipes, though, what you could do is like you check around for like the decent clones. You grab a couple, shove them in a box, plug them into the seed genetics calculator. Maybe you can breed it out in between like runs of doing stuff. But I think the average player in this game, you know, you don't really have the time for that. So it's not worth it for most people. But, you know, you do you. That's the beautiful thing about Rust. It's like so... There's like something for everybody, and everybody can play whatever playstyle they want. You know? That's my favorite thing about Rust. It's very true. I'd rather wait to buy a god clone and plant it normally to save time. Yeah. And sometimes also, you just get fucking lucky. Like, you don't even have to get enough luck to have planted a god clone. You might plant a clone that's like 5 Ys and an X or something. Like, that's perfect, baby. That's like, you just plant that thing as much as you can and AFK and come back later type thing. There's another thing I think a lot of people don't know. This was a change that happened about a year or maybe 2 years ago at this point. I don't remember. They changed how long it takes for plants to rot now. So a lot of people have been playing Rust since like, you know, 2000 fucking, I don't know, 18 or whatever. For a lot of people, you're used to the plants growing and then they die after like 2 hours of being fully grown. You can go like 8 hours now, 9 hours. I don't remember the exact numbers. I think it's like 8 or 9 hours now safely, where your plant can be fully grown in the ripe stage before it rots and dies. So if you plant a bunch of shitty plants overnight and you go to sleep and oh, I forgot to pick my plants. That's fine. Just go to sleep. You can pick them in the morning. Like, they're still going to be there. Is having the sprinklers more efficient than one on the ceiling? I can show you, actually. So a lot of what this has to do is, like, you see this white sphere? That's the range of the sprinkler, right? Like, let's say you put the sprinkler on the ceiling right here. And I'm all looking around, and you look, that one sprinkler can reach every single planter box. But the problem with that is it's going to very slowly deliver water because it has to split it evenly amongst all those planter boxes. So like, if I were to, let me just show you, this is a good way to explain this. If I put this up like this now, oh, the pipe is blocking me. Uno momento. Fuck you, industrial splitter. Okay, this will take a minute to really show. Like, when you look at this, like, these planter boxes are, you know, all these ones that are splitting with this, they're all at like about a little close to 1200, 1100 water, right? But because we cut this one off now and it's not receiving water from this sprinkler and it's not giving water to these planters, you're actually going to see the numbers here shoot up much further, much faster on this side, because now it doesn't have to split it between the 3 extra square planters in the middle. So yeah, like 1170, 1180. I'm going to wait till these hit like, yeah, 1200. Okay, perfect. So now if I go through the wall and go back to these ones, they're all a little behind. Not like a lot behind, but like a little behind. You see what I mean? And like over time, like that's just a few seconds. Over time, it'll change out. My Wi-Fi is being stupid. I had to close out the TikTok stream because I keep getting your connection is unstable messages. Oh no, really? Wait, for you guys who are watching on TikTok, has the stream been lagging or anything? This is my very first time trying to do a vertical stream on TikTok, so I'm like a little paranoid because I had a bunch of tech problems going live with it. So like I'm a little worried that there's like tech problems. Is it lagging on TikTok for you guys? No, it is not? Nah? Okay, so that might just be Dawnringer then. Unlucky Dawn. I hope Kick's still working for you though. Anyway, so like you can very technically put the sprinkler wherever you want. As long as this white sphere can reach your planter boxes, that's all that really matters, right? Because that's going to show where the water's getting delivered to. You can have it on the floor. I think you can actually squeeze it when you've got, yeah. You can put the sprinkler here even, like in the corners between the planter boxes. It isn't entirely like how much water do you have to fuck around with? Because like if you had a lot of water input and you put like multiple sprinklers like this on and then hook them all up, oh, these planter boxes would fill up like instantly. Well, not instantly, that's being exaggerating, but you know what I mean? Like the reason you usually only have the one, however, is because it only takes like once you got the planters kind of filled up they'll stay filled up, you know? It's just getting them filled up initially that sucks. So having more sprinklers and having them in different locations isn't going to influence much. All you want to do is make sure that there's enough that when you look at the plant here, the water level is at like, 60% or higher. And I'll get into what that matters for in a second. You want to make sure there's got enough water that it's able to grow comfortably. And then after that, it's just all gravy. Because when it comes to rust, you can min-max this stuff. There's actually a benefit. So you see this little bar? I can't point. I'm gonna put my head as my pointer. You see that little thing that shows all the percentages there? I'm gonna give you a quick little explanation of what that does. Wouldn't more sprinklers use more water though? Yes, and that's why you don't really want that, because you don't get benefit from it. You know what I mean? But hang on, let me explain this, because this is gonna tie into, I'm sure, more sprinkler related questions you have. So you see where it says conditions, and it's got light 100%, water 81%, ground 67%, temperature 86%, but the overall is 67%. So no matter what, whether things are at 100%, your overall level for the plant is going to be whatever your lowest thing is. So for example, if you're not managing the heat for the temperature, and you're not doing fertilizer, and you're not doing, there's no point in min-maxing the water either. Because like you could have your water at 100%, you could have your light at 100%, you could have your temperature at 100%, but if your ground is only 67%, then the quality of your plant is only going to be 67%, if that makes sense. And the reason that matters is you'd actually get a small, and I really want to emphasize small bonus to your grow if your plant is at 100%. I think it's like, it's 20%, it'll grow 20% faster and give you 20% more yield or something. But when you think about, like, say, berries, you're getting 20% of 4. You're not even getting an extra berry out of it. You know what I mean? All you're getting at that point is like a little bit of a faster grow, which can be nice if you're full-time farm duty and you're never leaving the base and you're just like you're Mr. Farmer for a wipe, then that's really great to do. But again, most situations in Rust, you're just putting out, hey Silver, good morning. You're just putting down a couple planters, you're growing some stuff in the background while you're busy dying at supermarket or some shit. You know what I mean? So it's kind of the same logic there with the good enough clones. Like the conditions only need to be good enough. No, fertilizer is not a necessity. That's what I'm getting at. So like your light could be 100%, your water could be 100%, which by the way, this is another stupid thing that Rust is really annoying about. You actually don't want your planters to be full of water. Plants will actually start going down in the water percentage the higher it is. So if my water is about 70% of the total capacity of the box, so let's say it's like, 2,300 or so to 3,000, my water for that plant will probably be at about 100%. But if it's at 3,000 out of 3,000, it's going to go down to like 86% or something. Like the plant isn't going to like it if it's too much water. So you don't want to have to manage turning the sprinklers off. You don't want to have to manage figuring out fertilizer. Like it's all a bunch of extra that is great. That the fact that it's there as an option for somebody who wants to full-time farm and full-time manage timers and heat, etc. Like that's awesome that exists for those people. But I think the majority, 90% of people who play Rust, they're not going to be full-time in the farm, right? They need to go out and hit barrels. They need to go out and farm some nodes. They don't have the time to just sit back. Maybe you're part of a big clan and then you get that opportunity. Woo! But most people aren't, and you're not going to have that opportunity. So anyways, point is, fertilizer is not a necessity, but it is a benefit. If you've got a bunch of horses and a bunch of poop and you got a composter going, awesome. Put fertilizer in all the boxes. But if you do that, just know that it has absolutely no effect whatsoever unless you also maximize all the other stats. So whether it's growing berries, hemp, it doesn't matter. Like if you are going to go for 100%, you have to go for a 100% in every single category, or you've completely wasted time and resources. Which, again, it's a little infuriating because usually it's actually water that fucks you over the most. It's really easy to put a couple heaters up and get horse poop going, but it's like managing your water, making sure to turn it off when the box is at 70% full and shit like that. It's just, oh man, I'm already just shaking my head like, it's too much. I don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Nah. So I hope that answers some of your farm questions. I was doing so many things wrong with my farms. You know what though? That is literally not even your fault, Ghost, because the game doesn't make any of this stuff I'm talking about intuitive. It's stuff that you just figure out from playing a bunch. And it's like, you know, that's fine. I got no problem with that. But for the average person who wants to be chill and learn how to do farming in this game, none of that is intuitive, and it's so annoying. Okay, so getting back to my building aspect. By the way, if you guys want to learn more stuff about farms, I'm just saying, for a couple of TikTok coins, I'm willing to go back to doing farm talk. But the reason I started my stream today was because we wanted to explore boat bases and building different sizes of boat bases and whatnot. So I'm gonna I have been sidetracked a little bit by the farm talk, but I am just also throwing out there, I am very easily persuaded to going back to the farm topic if anybody wants to continue that conversation. However, for now, like I said, I do want to go to the boat aspect of things. So one sec, I need water. I've been yapping too much. Uno momento, my friends. Oh man, I don't know what it is. Something about cold water. There is nothing. I can drink cold water all fucking day as long as it's cold. I would eventually get sick of like Coke or coffee or anything else, but cold water, it hits the fucking spot, man. It's so good. Okay, so for regular boats, there's a problem I've been having with the waves in this game. Oh, I gotta go to work while drop a follow on the Twitch. Hey man, appreciate it. So, hey, if you're hopping over to Twitch, don't forget to hop over to Kick as well. Let me a follow over on Kick. That'd be really helpful, my dude. Kick.com/basetrade. Anyways, so the issue I have, and you guys have probably seen this from some of our recent wipes that we've been streaming, is the waves in this game push these little motherfucking boats against the side of your base, and then they become like a massive headache to push out. So that's where I started thinking, like, should we do boat lanes? You get to fit less boats in, but it makes the boats you put in less headachy. And I'll explain in a moment what I'm talking about here. Boat bases, though, you actually kind of need to measure some things. So you could just like YOLO come out here and throw a couple platforms down and build like a little boat thing and hope that it's good enough. And most of the time it might be. Sorry, one second, let me give myself some more TCs. However, what is very frustrating is the height of the water matters. So to do two things: one, ensure that your boats will be able to go in correctly, but then also B, maybe transition to submarines later. You want your foundation to be kind of just at or just barely below the water line. Now, when you do this, it also means you usually can't put like a TC on it, which kind of sucks and is annoying. So you're going to raise this part, and this is the part your TC is going to go on. You're also going to get rid of all this. You're just putting this foundation here strictly for like measuring purposes, right? Hang on. Yeah, that should be wide enough for several. So this is what I wanted to test here. Like I was just mentioning before, the stupid fucking boats all rock around and swish around, then they get stuck and it's hard to push them out of the base. So I was thinking, I wonder if there's any value in trying to do like a little boat lane. Like, does this make things worse? The TC up here for now. So hang on, we gotta remove some of these. We have to keep some foundations too, but all right, we'll keep these side ones for now, just for testing purposes. That's gonna piss me off. Hang on, hammer 0. Okay, so what you end up doing out here for the water part, I'm gonna actually lower these, is you lower them slightly. Hey, it's Ghost. Aha, Convicts. Hey, thank you for the follow over on Kick. Appreciate you, man. You end up lowering these so that the boats can get in, but then you also have to raise them slightly so that people themselves can't get in, and it's a whole fucking thing. So we're gonna do a little something here. I'm gonna get rid of that real quick. I'm gonna just build these low so the walls line up on these two. this is where our boats will go. Okay, so what I usually do, some people are content with just doing the half walls because sometimes the boat, I don't like it though because sometimes the boats get stuck on it. So what I do is I do the half walls just to place these door frames in. I should give myself flippers. This is gonna be really annoying now. Or diving fins. Legally distinct from flippers, I guess. I don't know. And then what I do is I demolish these and you put the 1/3 size wall up. And so what this will do is when there's a door here. Oh. I might need a wall in the middle for that actually. Hang on. Yeah, okay. The wall will support the frame. But yeah, so what you do is when you put garage doors on this, now it will still physically block people from entering your base, but it gives you that little extra gap at the bottom so your boat doesn't get stuck trying to come and go out of the base. But this is what I want to change up here. And make little lanes for the boats. Because... And I'll have to spawn some boats in here and we'll give it a test in a sec. Stone for the TC. I don't need a... Why did I give myself a spear? What am I doing? Because yeah, what's been really fucking annoying is that all the boat bases we've built in the last like year, ever since Rust changed the way the waves work in this game and the water mechanics, the boats end up getting stuck inside your stupid boat base more often than not. So that's where we run into this problem of like trying to back them out of the base ends up being like a massive headache. Oh, whoops. Okay, I did not mean to spawn that many in the same location. I gotta flip them all. God damn it. I do a little boat parkour here real quick. Ugh. Okay, good enough. Okay. Oh my god, this might actually work. Because the other thing that's been really grinding my gears, pissing me the fuck off, is like when you got to turn the boats right there, like what just happened, you get forcibly kicked out of the driver's seat. It's so fucking annoying when that happens. Like, it makes me just want to actually not even play the game. I know that sounds really dramatic, but it's so frustrating when you're like trying to get out of the base quick, maybe trying to get to oil rig, and there, right there, it just happened again. It kicks you out of the boat. Like, it feels bad, man. It's really fucking annoying when it happens, especially when you're in a hurry to get back to like a fight or something. So my hope here is that these boat lanes, which it doesn't even cost that much more to add, I'm hoping it keeps the boat sort of straight, but I can already see in the middle it's not doing that. But that was like the test group, so that's fine. I intentionally didn't put a frame here because I wanted to see if these two would do basically what they're fucking doing. The waves are trying to push these other boats, as you can see, but the lane thing is keeping them where they need to be, and that's what we want. So let's, yeah, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. You're trying to get out of base, there's a fight out in the ocean, but every time you're trying to turn right, the waves are pushing you to the left. And so you're doing this fucking like insane 35-point turn just to get out of the base. Nah, that fucking sucks, dude. I hate that. I don't want that. So I think these silly little boat lanes, while minorly annoying to add into your build, are gonna make life easier. Now, what I need to see is, do you actually need this top part? Because normally when you're taking a boat out, this gets stuck. Oh, I gotta turn them all off. They're still on. So what we're gonna do here, as boring as it is we're gonna be sitting here for a minute now, and we need to just literally observe the boats. we need to watch them and see if they get super fucked up or not from all this, basically. You know, I kind of like this. Get a little shooting thing in. Someone's raiding your boat base. You can just spawn and fight back. Get a little airlock going here too. Oops. Oh my god, this actually seems so much better. Because like I'm already like this one here I'm looking at, this one looks like it's already jammed on the half wall. And so you can see it's trying to float over, but it's not. It's just sitting there instead. Really nice. Oh no, wait, did I get rid of this wall? Oh fuck, I got rid of the wrong wall here. So I got rid of the door frames. Okay, hang on. Ah. I'm intentionally ramming that over so I can build a wall back. So that's on me. I fucked that up a little bit. Fix it up real quick though. Okay, actually, this is a really good moment to test where I fucked up positioning this boat. I rammed it in too fast. It got lodged on the shore thing. Just pushing it out. Oh, it even stays in the lane when you push it out. Okay, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Okay, now normally, just for the record, I'm not playing as some big group that needs 4 boats. So you would just cut this garage in half and like your boat base would look something a little bit more like that, you know? So realistically, this is what the boat base looks like. And if you wanted, you could still super fast ram these up here and then you could fit 3 or 4 boats in. But at least this way, they're not getting stuck. Like, during Christmas, we did a wipe where you had to basically ride 360 in here just to spin the boat around. Because if you tried to back it out, it would do the thing where it kicks you out of the driver's seat. Which is super fucking annoying. I don't know what the deal with that is. So that's kind of nice. And it's, I feel like not too much effort, really, to just add those 2 little half walls. So I like that. Oh man, there's people typing on my YouTube? I didn't even see that. No one ever's in my YouTube chat. What the hell? Aw, man. I don't know who's still here from YouTube. I didn't realize people were typing on YouTube this whole time. One sec. Is there a way to add my YouTube chat? Give me a sec here. Sorry, guys. I gotta see if there's a way to add my YouTube chat to my current chat stream. I don't think there is, which is annoying. And I need like a 3rd fucking monitor for all these different chats I got going on now. Let me let me look at this. It says I should be able to add YouTube, but I don't know how. Settings show the appearance of Restream, Twitch, Trovo, YouTube. How do I get it to show YouTube? One sec. I'm not reading any chats right now. I want to try and figure this out, just as a heads up. Yeah, how the hell do I pick which chat is showing? Backup stream, pull links, embed web player. No, none of that's what I'm looking for. There's a download for Windows chat. I'm gonna try downloading this. Oh boy, installing stuff live while I'm streaming is such a good idea. I know. Hang on. There's no way this will go badly for me, right? Oh my gosh. ADHD moment here. Have you guys been keeping up with all the Twitch stuff? Where like We're gonna filter. People's payments are getting compromised right now. Holy fuck! I checked my Twitch account so fast yesterday. I was so paranoid about it. Hang on. No, it's not here. How do I get to show my YouTube chat? Test? Hang on. Dawn, or somebody, could someone go over to my YouTube chat and type something there real quick for me? I need to see if it shows up. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. Wait, stream not found. Wait, this might be the problem. Hang on. Can you type something there real quick for me? Hang on. Stream not found. Edit, add, dashboard. Wait, how is it saying stream not found, but it's streaming the stream? Something real quick. Yeah, so that didn't show up for me. Let me show you guys real quick. This is like a little confusing. Well, I guess you can't see it on the YouTube stream, ironically enough, but yeah, it's no YouTube event detected. How do I get it to detect? But it's streaming to YouTube. How could it be not detect? I guess there's no way I can get it to show up. That's so disappointing. I had no idea there was like a ton of people typing in my YouTube chat already. I just got a like dual chat stream, I guess, or something. I don't know. Fuck, that sucks. Let me move this here. I literally have to have a whole second monitor dedicated just to chats now. That's ridiculous. I hate this. I need a third monitor. I'm a 2-monitor Andy. I need a third monitor just for chats or something. Oh my goodness. I've been missing out on so many chats. Oh, that's so annoying. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, I'm back on TikTok. Hello, everybody. I'm back on Kick. Hello, everybody. I'm back on YouTube. Hello, everybody. Oh my God. It's so annoying that that was even happening without me being aware of it. But yeah, Don said, ooh, a vertical. Then like 4 other people were typing this whole time. I feel so bad. Whatever. Anyways, getting back to what I was talking about before, though. This is working out kind of decent. The boats aren't colliding. And I'm pretty sure if I just hop into it, let me unvanish. I could just drive it straight out. Right? Okay, it gets a little stuck. But like, I'm not going to get stuck doing 360s in the base trying to get the boat out. To be fair, you missed a lot of chats. Shut the fuck up, Dinwit. Who asked, bro? Oh, this is so good. This is so much better. Okay, now this is no rib base by any means. But now this is where I get curious about trying to combine the two. Like adding a little section onto the rib base or such, you know? And that's where it's like, maybe we don't do this triangle section here. Maybe we do a section for boats here. So that's what we're going to start testing out next. So I still have the gate from earlier. Let's test this out. Okay, so we need depth. Not in terrain. What do you mean not in terrain? Okay. It's about this depth seems to work. Okay, so to walk everyone through it again from scratch. This is your typical rib base. Everybody builds blah, 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 blah. What I am proposing here. Oh, don't put the flippers on. Is getting rid of this section. I guess I'm going to have to keep this wall here because of the gate. Or am I? Hang on. What if I... Can I still place a gate like this, or is it going to be prevented? No, I can still put a gate there. Okay. Well, hold the hell on. This might work. Ooh. I'm kind of liking what this is turning into. Okay, now this is where it gets weird because this has to be lower, but I can't. So we would have to build this further out for this section to work. Ugh. See, that's where this becomes a problem. Because it has to be low enough that I can put the foundation low. But the water has to be... The ground has to be high enough that I can still place a gate. Out here still works. Hang on. I think you can go like up to halfway. Like the gate can be up to like halfway submerged or something. Okay, so hang on. We can probably make this work out here then. Oh, I'm trying. Awkward. Okay, so first let's remove all of this. Be gone! Alright, and then this is the little half wall for the door frames. We'll replace these after. Little half walls there. This gets raised. This would be the gates. This would be the rib section. And this would be the honeycomb on the side. In theory. A game theory. Can I put a TC here? Huh. Wait, that might just work as like a sick little TC / loot room then. Oh, I forgot to put the backside on. I guess we actually don't even need that. Okay. Don't worry about putting the door on after. I just want to make sure the shape works more than anything else. Well, I kind of like this middle section just being like loot rooms you can have leading up to the TC or something. Ooh. Oh, hang on. I like this a lot, actually. The potential what we can do here. Oh, but I can't put a roof on yet. So the TC section. Hang on. So if we did that, we could put the TC here. And then this could just be another loot room. But we can't build that till later. So that would go there. Oh, the double door section would be weird for like starting. Okay, so this should still work. Yeah, wait, this is kind of cool. You built something crazy with this. Wait, because then you do boxes on the floor. Ooh, hang on. You could fit a lot in here, actually. Actually, this section you would just do barrels because you fit more. Why can't I fit this last one in? I won't snap either. Yeah, I gotta put a wall there, I think. Man, I spent so much time learning how to do this. It's so disappointing that you just snap it all together. Give me back, was it old box recoil, dude? I want old box recoil back. Fucked up. Oh man, you have your workbench out here? Little doors there. Look, this would not be the most secure base of all time. but for a water base, it would be insanely functional. Yo, I need Old Man Forge to wake up and take a look at this, get his thoughts on it. I think he'd like this. I think he'd like this a lot. Okay, so there's a couple other things we need to solve here. What are we doing for roof access, for example? Wait, do I have no foundation here? What's going on? No. Okay, whatever. Those are optional. Actually, take it back. Those are not optional. Because we need the space. This could be like a bedroom or something. Wait, no, this is so perfect, actually. These are literally the bedrooms. Little pirate white bedrooms. We'll add a layer here. Okay, so we still need to figure out a front door and what no more. I guess for now, we'll just do this. Hi, Ayo-Watt. How's my favorite silly little guy? Unexpected day off. Thanks to headache, make me feel sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Don. All right, we go lockers next. Gonna move these slightly. Oh, dude, your locker could be like honeycomb for your bedroom. Kind of like tugboat styles. Oh no, I think you can't walk through it though. Unlucky. I love this. Yo, this is so good actually. Little duo bedroom situation going on. Hell yeah. Okay, so we slap a couple boats there. Let's get a couple garage doors on. Now we just gotta really figure out how do we optimize the space. First off, this is like a good amount of room for loot. These three sections like this. Oh, I wonder if there's a way we could shove the shelf in there. No, the 6 shelf loot room would have to be outside or something. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong way. Put that frame in first. Oh, maybe put the frame in after. Okay, today I learned those frames have to go after. Good to know. Oh, if I do the TC slightly different. I think I can fit in 2 barrels here. Maybe. And then the TC. Come on. Yes. Wait, this is a sick loot room. I mean, it sucks because all your loot's literally in one fucking spot, but hang on, spray can. Let's make sure we got enough boxes for everything we need. So that's miscellaneous junk by the TC. Then back here you could do like armor, guns. No, because you want them up here to get out faster. So armor, guns, meds, ammo. Back here we get like say comps, sulfur, frags. That's the next important box. Nothing crazy, I guess. It's like tool / electric. And then this gotta be wood and ore and stuff. Wait, guys, I'm digging this. Hang on. And look, the upkeep on this isn't even that much considering how much we've built here. And then the funny thing is we could still expand it and get a second floor if we wanted. Because like right now, I think the biggest weakness obviously is that the base is like, you know, 4 rockets to everything. So you would want to... Ooh. Limited on what we can build there because of that wall. But you put roof honeycomb. Depot box. I'm thinking about depot boxes out here by the boats. Like you come off of a boat, and you put depot boxes here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because the idea is like you're not actually going to be coming through the front door very much in a base like this. Like if you're water rats, you're... Oh, we need a swim out. Wait, that's what's really missing from this. We need a swim out. Hang on. We could... Is this deep enough here? Yes! Okay, so hang on. I don't know what a swim out is. I can show you guys in a sec. Basically, though, it relies on a couple shotgun traps. This would be 6, and now you gotta swim out as well. Let's say you get 2 shotgun traps. You get 1... here, 1 here. Yeah. Wait, I'm really liking this. And then a door there seals it. Don't need that wall. Upgrade all that stuff. Okay, so now you have multiple ways out of the base. You can do swim out on this side as well. I don't know if it's worth it having that many. Having options is good. Yeah, hang on. Don brought the depot boxes. So I'm thinking... Oh, yes. I was wondering if you could put them half over the edge like this. I just need to make sure this doesn't impede the rib being able to get in here. And best skin. Yes, sir. All right, let's go spawn us a rib and make sure it still fits with those. Oh my god. It's a fucking whale breaching the waters. Oh no. Is this too low? Hang on. Maybe I need momentum to get it in. Height matters. So I may have built this a smidge too low, but it wouldn't change the actual design of the base. It would just mean we have to build, yeah, a little bit better inland for the gate. I fucked up the gate here. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this base design real quick. Let's move it back slightly. Copy boat 1. And remove all. And we'll just come back slightly and it should work. Paste boat 1. Oh, I didn't realize that it copied the rib too. The rib is like fucked up now. I may have to move it back a little bit more so this looks kind of low. Yeah, unlucky. Let's do an undo real quick. It's maybe about here. Nope, still too low. You can already tell. Oh, that's gonna be way too high this time, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, hang on. this might be the sweet spot. Nope. What is going on here? Okay, whatever it does, we're going to test this. You stand on an already existing foundation, and then you paste something. What happens? Oh. Okay, well, I might have just fucked this and I have to rebuild it from scratch. But we got the concept, which matters the most. Or, you know, I bet you I can replace this gate. Remove 0. All right, give myself a gate this time. And I don't have permission to build here. Okay, now I have permission to build here. That looks a lot higher. I think this should be the right height this time. Yes, there's no way that's not the right height. All right, Mr. Rahib. Let's try this one again. I was reading chat. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right, and then all that matters is whether the gate actually closes or not. And it does. Awesome. So you just have to ram it onto the boxes a little. But then you still get your depot boxes up here. I guess we always move these to the side as well, if it's a real issue. Oh, I like this. I like this. Okay, but then some other practicality things like furnaces, for example. We're gonna be stuck with normie ass furnaces for a bit. I pasted it too low in the water. And now it thinks there's water. God damn it. What is going on here, man? Okay, well now we know our lessons. Can I not? Okay, well if I can't break it that way, we'll break it another way. Farewell, Reeb. Does 2C4 not break a rib? What the fuck? Oh, it's only a couple HVs to sink one. Okay. There's no way that's not enough this time. What the fuck? Oh, it's actually broken. It just isn't despawned. What a headache. Okay. So, going off of our new design that I actually really like, we would do... This would be like our TC area. But we can't put a roof on that for a while, so that'd be door. But we can't put doors on initially. Oh, because of the frame problem. How do we deal with that? See, unfortunately, this makes this not a good design. If that's gonna be a problem, that just means, okay, honestly, it just means the TC has to go somewhere else. This could still be like a 3-chamber loot room. It just won't be TC dependent. Yeah, how do I get rid of this? Can I like chop it? Okay. That thing's gonna be there for who knows how long. I'm just gonna build somewhere else. The same thing somewhere else. Fucking headachy fucking game, dude. All right, so we would measure out the height for the boat section, like there. Okay, this is actually a bad spot. Pretend I didn't do that. It should be high enough above so I can place stuff on it. Okay, so this would be a section we just don't have anything on because otherwise the gate can't be placed. So we can door frame there for now. No, you know what? The more I'm looking at this, the more I'm like, this is a really nice little central loot room, but it's really unusable really for building. Like if I had all the farm for this and we started off in like a 2x1 or something and then built this after, this would be feasible. But if this was our starter for the start of wipe, the fact that I can't have a roof there, I guess we could leave it as wood and chop it out. Actually, wait, that could work. So this could be like wood and we just chop it out when we're ready to place the gate. That could work. First off, stop with that. Okay, so that's bedroom, then lower foundation. Yes, for the boats. Perfect. You might be able, you know what? I'll test it, doing. I think I always thought the rules were you can't though, but we can test it. Okay, so this is probably what the starter would be more like, because the other one is depending on A, having a rib, which you usually won't have early game. And then B, oh, you know what? That awkward square. I think as shitty as a spot as it is, that's roof access. Oh, I kind of like that. And then you can do the half wall single door for the starter wipe. So that way you get a little bit that you can peek on the roof with. How much vision do you get? Oh, you get most of your roof with that actually. So without even needing to open this door here, what would you see more with? If this was a single door? No, I think you see more with this. Yeah, wait, that's really nice. So that's a kind of cool peek you get for early game on the roof. Because I think it's actually insane to not have roof access to a base, so that's good. All right, let's try building out this thing with the roof on, like doing what I was talking about. I don't know that it's gonna work, but I'm down to try it. I don't know, gates are finicky with roofs. Well, floor tiles more specifically. I'm worried that this might be too low again. Okay, that's dumb. Do I need to put like a thing here just so I can place it? The heck you do. This might be too low for a rib again though. Because I think this thing has to be at water level for rib access. It actually flipped backwards. That's crazy. Get out of the water, you beached whale. Woo! Yeah. So that's gonna be such a problem with building this. I don't know how to measure that. Okay, wait, relative to this, where is that? Maybe we can measure it off foundations and we'll know the height. One-third? I think one-third's the height. Okay, so I need to bring this up slightly, but that means it's not gonna be conducive with the boat side. Okay, so I'm measuring this at... I have a theory. Hang on. Remove all. And then you get bugged out. I'm gonna drive you away. Go on, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, so the way I'm thinking about it is when I'm measuring the boat water, I do it at water level, but maybe I can do it slightly higher than water level. Like this, maybe. This might be just enough to work. Let's try this. First off, just slap this here for now. Okay, that still has enough of a gap for the water boats. Vanish. Oh, that's right there. Okay, if this isn't the right height, then it's only barely off, which is good. Ah! Where'd that rib go? What the fuck? Where did that rib go? That rib truly... Oh, there he is. He truly did get set free. Wrong one. My rib. Obviously, if we had a gate at the start of wipe, this wouldn't be a problem. Ah, shit. It's still barely off. Okay, but that's fine because we still have wiggle room to raise the other side. Now, what I'm thinking here is if this doesn't work the way I want it to, because this is a real possibility, what we may end up needing to do is just have a disconnected rib base. I wanted to have it all as one, but disconnected might just be the play. So this is substantially higher now. Twig wise. Okay, built that. Then we built these down. The thing I'm most worried about here, Dinwit, is whether these boats can have a door on it or not. The rib matters a lot less to me because the likelihood of having a rib is far less than having your regular boats. So I don't like that I can't put a frame there. But one might suffice? I don't know. Why can't I lower that any further? Okay, whatever. We'll fuck with it for now. Hang on. This looks like it should still be deep enough that the regular boats can coast over it. You are a little too close for comfort right now, Mr. Reeb. Send you out for now. You gotta have it offset. Yeah, that's true too. I don't know. I think it would. I wanted to have them connected just for sake of, like, you know, defense and whatnot, but that might not be so viable with how this is currently going. Oh wait, this is looking good. So I think it just has to be a smidge over the water is what it looks like to me. 'Cause now I'm feeling pretty confident that boat's gonna it's gonna just smoothly sail right in. Downside is because it's so far back now we can't get a swim out on this side. But we could probably, if we build one out on the other side, do that too. Yeah, okay. That is a comfy, snug fit now. You know, it's funny, this hop-up works a lot better as a triangle, I think. So I think you get more view of the roof that way. I gotta build the roof to see, of course, but I think just angle-wise, it's gonna be better as a triangle. Listen to that Reeb hum, baby, hum. Oh, so I didn't have the wall in before. And then these can just literally be wood doors that start their wipe. Like, it's best with garage doors, but with the wood doors, like, you just have to take them off and put them back on. Like, it's not a big deal. Oh, you see so much more of the roof like this. I think I like this way better. So instead of having it be that square, that means we can also turn this square into like a loot room or something, or a furnace room, or just, you know, we can put something else in there. Oh, right. Though the reason I had it as a square was because we needed a hallway by the bedrooms. I didn't want to have it so both bedroom doors get broken with one rocket. Yeah, I think there's no better way to do that, unfortunately. on. What can we do with this? Because if that's like that, you're already jumping through it anyways. On the way over. Oh, that might actually work. Because yeah, you can either just crawl under or go over. Both give you access. You know, I don't hate it. And then you got all the loot rooms in here. If you put the boxes down before this gate, it won't shove through like that. We presumably aren't getting the gate till way later anyways. So now the next question is, how do we best do an airlock? Something like this. A little circular one. Windows on the side. Ooh, this could also be a way to jump up. Or alternatively, hang on, we could do this. Actually, yeah, keep that. Put that. Then you get the shotgun traps in the back, and you get that little peek just to see if someone's outside the door. I kind of fuck with that. I kind of fuck with that. Something like this. And continue expanding upwards. It's a very non-conventional base, kind of like the battle farm. Yeah, you would do like shotgun. I'm not gonna make the branches right now, but you can do like your shotgun traps down here. You know, I will do the branches. Fuck it. Why not? Let's make this look nice. So if the door gets open, your shotgun traps here are good to go. People jump down, they get double blasted. Go from there. Yeah, no, this is kind of cooking. This is like a 6 spot for a battery. Or we designed that with a half wall window so you can peek in from up here too. Like if we did another one of these. Ooh, I kind of like having these extra little peak things, man. I'm not gonna lie. And this gets a little fucky because you can't put a full wall here. Do this thing. I wonder if you could. Oof. Build that first and then put the gate in. That's what I'm thinking. It might tell me no bueno though. We'll see. Either way, I need this guy to go away this time, so it doesn't float back into the base again. And then place this. I gotta put these here. Ah, see, now I'm getting blocked by floor. Oh, I guess the floor tiles are only the two above it. So you could build that. You could build that first. Just make sure your honeycomb's all set up. And then fuck, dude, you could turn this next floor into like a little farm thing or something too. Like we were talking about that before, trying to maximize your space. So early game is just like a shitter ass roof, but then like later on this becomes like a farm section above each part or something. Like, I don't know. This is gonna look like it's some super important room. It's just stupid, dumb fucking honeycomb. I like building non-meta things, and I'm kind of liking this for the potential it has. Like, it's not the battle farm by any means. I think the battle farm is too unique to ever replicate properly, but this kind of works. I mean, I gotta figure out roof access again. Maybe we just do it up through this thing. Like, it does kind of suck having only one way up. Yo, elevator? Loot room elevator? I don't think that would take away a whole thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of digging this. This is like the ultimate boat base. Because it's like not built with peak downs and shit. It's not that expensive. I mean, I don't even have most of the doors on, in fairness, but like, it's not that expensive. Is this deep enough that I can still make this a swim out? I really like this, like having swim outs for bases like this. Oh, you could. You totally could. This could also be another way up. Ooh. Yeah. Wait, that could double over. Be real nice. Oh, that's real nice. Ooh. 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 And as you keep going up, I guess we could maybe even put ramps here or something. Have a little turret that can peek into the base or some shit, like on this side. Like, I'm not saying this would be good, but it's just testing. Oh no, not the doors, that we'd have swapped the door to be here instead. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Let him cook. That's the wrong way. I'll put that there. I think I can get rid of the half wall here. I don't know what you would do with that space, but it's a cool idea, but I don't think it's necessary. You're just better off having turrets in like corners and stuff. Yeah, maybe these are like your two grow floors or something, because it's something like non-consequential. And then, yeah, I don't know. You wouldn't even need to expand this like crazy high. It would just be a fucking boat base. Like, it's so obvious that's a boat base too. Like, no clan's gonna see this and be like, oh my god, this is probably like a loaded 3x3 inside or something. Like, there's gonna be loot, of course, but damn, loot's actually hard to get to. We put the right doors on it. I think I would offset this slightly so it's not right in front of the loot room. Like, I think we would make the entrance to the base more of like a side thing, like over here maybe, instead of this. So let's go ahead and remove 0. did he not found my ass? Oh, this could actually coincide really well with the door thing. I guess as much as I like this triangle, it's starting to make more sense to make the square the hop up. Not just for early game roof, but like for mobility in the base and stuff. So like we could do something like this. So it's not super in the way. That makes this frame the half door frame. Which high key we're chill with. So I guess you get a peek into it as well from this side. And actually rotating between these two doors, you can see the whole roof. That's not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. It's not great, but it's not bad. Just trying to think, like, would you even want to do some stupid peaks like this behind a wall? Because it's still the same raid cost of a wall to get in, but now you can, like, shoot out a little bit, you know? And wait, that gives us peaks up here too. Wait, this is not bad. Hang on. It's not bad. It's not bad. Hang on. We could get a little. Put the door frames in. Forget about it. And then for turrets, even just 2 turrets cross-firing this whole hallway would cover a lot. I don't know. It's kind of cooked. Like, good and bad. I think as much as I like these being for loot rooms, I really like having swim out options on both sides. Because this is also how you get out and flank people. Like if you're getting raided. It doesn't cost much. It's really hard to deal with swim outs too. Like insanely stupidly hard. Some shelf work here. I think I won't be able to put 6 here because of the TC. But I wonder if I put the TC after, could I? Oh, is it the door frame and not the TC that was blocking it? That one's off slightly. Oh, hang on. Oh. Oh, I don't think I can fit 3, but oh, I mean, that's still pretty fucking dandy if you ask me. What about if I orientate the TC differently? No, I think because of the side of the bamboo shelf. Well, maybe if I flip these. Hang on. No, I don't think it's gonna fit because the TC will be too fat. Yeah, I'm not seeing any space here for a tool cupboard. I don't think any of these pay to win tool cupboards are skinnier than the others. What about if I take that out? Could I fit in here? I guess realistically, I'm just trading out one barrel for another. What? Why did that move? Interesting. I can't put this in anymore. Losing the door is definitely not worth it. But oh, you know what I might do is just have this be the end section. Hang on. Like have this whole section be where the, because if that sticks out a little bit on this side, I don't care, you know? So let's say we've got whatever going on over here. Then we could do the shelf sticking through here and fit the 6 on so comfortably and like I wouldn't even care. I'm pretty sure, at least. Oh, yeah, easy. I had it. I want to go. I had it. There we go. Oh, that works. No, I can't put a frame here. You kidding me? How do you fucking do this, man? Is it just sticking out too much? Okay, there we go. That works. So I just gotta make sure I put the frame in first. Oh, I can't put the last one on. Are you serious? Oh, wait. No, that gets me stuck. Wait, that doesn't. Okay, wait, that works. So this could just be like depot or like bullshit out here. And this is like the good boxes. I had this the other way around because I was thinking like, oh, I want to be able to get like guns out really fast and rekit to run back to oil rig really fast. But fuck it, like. That is so much fucking storage. Holy shit, that's a lot of storage. I guess the downside is though, like they raid that door and they're basically all the way. But that's what I was thinking with turrets. Like there's a 12 turret limit, right? But like I really like a turret right here. And then oh, I forgot that. I really like a turret, like maybe even on this thing. I know it's the jump up, but two shotgun traps there. It's super honeycombed above, so it's not like people are gonna just be drilling in. I still don't know what to do with these spaces. Like to me, planter boxes seem like the most obvious. Because after you're at the point, you won't need this peak anymore, so it won't matter as much. If they like raid, the reason I think I like this is because if they raid that gate, and it's only like 2C4 to raid that gate. If they raid that gate, it's going to open up this whole floor. And it's kind of like, what does it open up to? Nothing we really care about, right? Like just planter boxes. It's kind of my logic here a little bit. I guess this is where the purifiers can go. Why is picking these up so annoying? Same thing, you put a battery in here for all the farm stuff. Server's restarting in a minute. That's fine. That's fine. This is fine. Oh man, I can really see this being a sick little base. And like, I think the really cool part about it is like, it's not going to be too dependent on where you build it. Be the same as before for some roof Rudy shooty action. Like this base doesn't go tall, right? Like maybe this floor would be the top floor and then the roof. But the base wouldn't go tall. I guess downstairs is not really a shooting floor to work with, so we'd have to integrate some peaks. Like some of these motherfuckers, for example. Oh, I guess I can't build there because of the stupid thing. I should bring that back one. Where can you build it like that? That's so awkward. Brutalist peaks for the brutalist peaks, you know? Yeah, I never even considered trying to put a window there before. I really like styling these frames off this, by the way. These frames are really good for because people just don't know how the double chain link fence works. I really like it. And what's really nice actually is it'd be really hard to bow out turrets. Like if I had a turret here, because it's totally covered from that side, it's totally covered from that side. And then the only other way to bow it would be like to actually go into the ocean. And you can't just like walk out here with a boat. You'd have to get like a boat and stuff. Like it's a lot of extra effort than usual just to bow out that turret. I kind of like that actually. Although we could maybe do this piece on every angle here instead with the wonky way this is designed. Emphasis on wonky. Like, it's a small, short, stubby little motherfucking base. But that's what it's supposed to be. Fucking Coast Guard ass base, you know? So we lose those and we can do these. Oh, that kind of works. Ooh, that kind of works. I don't know if I like that though. We'll fiddle with that. Where are the elevators? Connecting from outside. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what it is. I have a very irrational hatred for the way that wood planking sounds when it builds. Like, it really pisses me off. Like, and I don't know why. There's no reason for it to. It just very, very makes me irrationally upset. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this part. It's a little awkward. Maybe I just move this down by one. Yeah, I think that's the play. Dude, I want to put spotlights on this base. Not even because I think they'd be good, but just for like aesthetics. I don't know what to do with this little section here. It's a little awkward. I do like this roof potential though. Big open area to fuck around with. Maybe this. Something like that. It's not good, but the way raiding from the ocean works in this game is so like weird. I don't really have those peaks looking down anymore on this side, so we can remove this one maybe, or you just do them both like right next to each other. Yeah. Yeah. Do you see how there's a, I guess, an awkward blind spot to the base right here. Just add that peak here instead. Same difference. Okay, these are not exactly anti-heli turrets, but I guess you could maybe build one of those on this side, actually. It would watch most of the roof. Yeah, wait, hang on. Okay, how many frames can I clear out here before I lose stability for that, though? Oh, actually, that's pretty nice. Ooh, that's actually really nice. I guess the only other thing I would do for the roof is just put bedrooms up here. Fuck it, if the spikes weren't there. Put a bedroom there too. There you go, 2 bedrooms side by side, same like down below. Your roof's covered, the space to land a mini. It's really unlikely someone raids from the ocean, but even if they do, you can at least peek back to fight them. Oh, I guess that's the downside of the stream. Can I break this? I completely lose stability if I break that. Okay, what about if I build again from there? Okay, I get it back. I just don't like those frames. But I mean, the turret still helps cover the roof. That's what matters. Yo, this is like such a weird fucking base. I don't even know what I would make of this if I approach this base. Yeah, I think that solves that problem. Cool. Cool. I mean, let's be real. This base is like 100% getting like offline raid. It's not gonna be an online raid defense for this. Oh yeah, these need to be brutalists. This is the overhang. We don't want that overhang. Can I put a door frame here and use this? It's like a weird jump up. I can. It's not a good one, but it's a usable one. All right, bet. Okay, we got a couple spots that feel a little useless like here, but I mean, kind of solid overall. Hey, Jambo. Yeah, we cooked a little bit with this goofy ass looking base. I like how not symmetrical it is. I know that's like a really silly thing to say, but like, I actually really like how not symmetrical it is. And then another thing that kind of works for this is there's only what looks like one entrance to the base. Like if I came up to this base, I would think they only have one way in and out, and it's right there. I guess we could like add an airlock on this side too if we really wanted to. I don't know. I don't think you need to, because like your other exits are the swim ups, so you can go in and out of the base through these side bits too. With the shotgun traps there, other people can't, which I have to put in, as it turns out. And what's great is it's not expensive. It's like literally just 1 to 2 shotgun traps max. And like that shit is so hard to get through, because even if you like are down here, it's like hard to get an angle to lob nades up in there with. Like there's just no way to really get that shotgun trap there. Not easily. I mean, I guess you can probably crouch and get rockets because this is shallow enough. It's supposed to be shallow or not shallow enough that you can't, but I guess that side's a little susceptible. But erroneously, I think we're still chilling. Oh, does the shotgun trap block this when you jump up? It makes it a little awkward, but it's not that bad. Yeah, you'll win some ribs, you'll lose some ribs over the way. You got the thing there for it if you need them. I guess technically you could also repurpose this for minis. I'm not sure if I'm good enough pilot for this, but let me try. Let's see if I've got the skills to fly this in here. Oh, no, too much momentum on the wrong way. Ah! I can't let it touch the water or it's chopped. But we're almost. Ah! As it turns out, I do not have the skills to pay the bills. Fuck, and I forgot to give myself a bag over there. I think he gave me like a tugboat bag. I got a random ass bag on the side. Okay. All right. Well. Whoa. Base loading in. That mini's cooked. I guess. Okay. If you're like me and a Pepega at this video game, where am I going? What the hell's happening? What? I think the ocean is pushing it. Yeah, this mini's cooked. I was saying what we could do instead. Let's just move it. Not enough space. Bullshit. Yeah, let's gotta move it. It's in the way. Anyways, I think what you could do if you're Pepega like me is maybe build out like. Oh shit, you can't. Let's say you could build out like a runway for it maybe. I guess you can't really storm in here unless you're like a really good pilot, which I am not. But I guess what you could do is put twig here so that like at least you minimize your chances of chopping it. Yeah, wait, can this gate open if I put these here? Yeah, okay, so then you could definitely do something to like reduce the chances of fucking this up massively like I just did. Oh, yeah. Wait, I want to try this again now with the twig there. I got 1 minute 30 seconds. Gotta go fast. Could you even just drive it in like this, I wonder? No. Well, oh, pushing it. No, the gate's too short. Oh! Wait! Okay, so you'd probably have to push it out the same way. Same stupid shenanigans, but I think that's doable. Hang on. Drop it off in the ocean. 20 seconds. Oh! Get myself a bed because it's going to definitely kill me through the world before I get back. I got it. Nice. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to be right back. You know what, dudes? Well, I was up in a boot. I got hit with a big old fat wave of that fatigue that I've been plagued with. So I think we are going to keep this to a short stream. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Whether you tune in on TikTok or YouTube Live or wherever, it was really cool testing the vertical streaming today. And the fact that it worked was also kind of cool too. So yeah, thanks for stopping by wherever you tuned in from this morning. I will probably be back later after I take a bit of a nap. So yeah, make sure you guys are following me on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Kick, all the places. And I'll catch you guys later this afternoon. Have a good day, everybody.